theatre. Now you folks are about to get an insight on how we work with these beautiful animals here every day. So let's get things started. My name is Alyssa, and joining me today on stage is one of our very talented marine mammal trainers, Hannah.
Thank you, Alyssa. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. I cannot wait to introduce you to some of the boys that we get to work with every single day. Now, we already had our man of the moment, Barry Jr., join us on stage. Should we get him back, Alyssa?
Sounds good to me. Are you guys ready? Here he is, Barry Jr. This is a little embarrassing. He was supposed to be out here with us, wasn't he, Hannah?
Yes.
All right. We're going to have a look for him. Boys and girls, do you guys think you could help us out? If you see Barry Jr., make lots of noise, okay? We're going to have a look for him. Barry.
This is a bit awkward.
Maybe he'll come through the door.
Oh, hang on. Gilly.
What? Did you guys say something? Did you see him? Where? In the water? Okay, we're being told in the water.
Alright, keep telling us wherever you see him, alright? Oh, that's perfect.
Where? Behind me? No, he's not.
That's always moving.
He's not here. Hannah, why don't we check over here?
This is so embarrassing, Barry Jr.
Barry, I don't know. I still can't see him. Where? They're telling us, they're trying to tell us. I don't know. Hannah, I think we're just going to have to wait around until Barry Jr. shows up.
Whoa! Barry!
Here he is now. Give him a big welcome, everyone.
I don't even know where you came from, Barry Jr. You're so cheeky.
Very cheeky and very clever to be able to do all that by himself.
No, actually, Alyssa, he didn't do it by himself. He has help backstage.
Oh,
yeah.
wonderful.
Let me introduce Jess on this side, Kelly on this side, and of course, our fabulous Barry Jr. All right, Barry, well, you can head backstage with Jess, and why don't you send out the next seal?
And we'll get things started. So, Hannah, how long would it take Barry to learn a behaviour like we saw him do at the beginning?
Well, Barry is actually one of our smartest seals, but that behaviour is actually really tricky. He had to join to make a big sentence. So he had to come out, run along here, open the lid, then get the tuna can, then put it in the bin before going home. So that's actually quite a long thing to remember. Something like that can take a couple of months to learn.
Wow, well, he is as beautiful as he is smart. What type of sea lion is Barry?
Well, Barry is an Australian sea lion. They're actually one of the rarest species of sea lion in the world. There's only 13,000 of them found on the southern states of Australia. Now, we do have a number of other species living here at Seal Theatre as well. The next one we're going to introduce is the New Zealand fur seal. Now, they're the smallest of all of our species, but they have a lot of personality.
All right, and here he is now. Everyone, let's give Rambo a big welcome to our stage.
Hi, Rambo!
All right, these animals love your encouragement, folks, so throughout this presentation, don't hesitate to give them a big cheer and round of applause.
That's exactly right. We use pats and claps and toys all as a way of reinforcing them, not just fish. Now, Rambo here is actually the self-proclaimed boss of Seal Theatre. Doesn't matter that he only weighs 120 kilos, he bosses everyone else around.
Hannah, Rambo's found some rubbish. He's such a good boy. He is such a good seal guardian. Give it up for him, everyone, for helping us clean up our oceans.
Now, they do estimate, guys, that by 2050 there might be more plastic in the ocean than fish, which is so scary. Really important that we collect our rubbish and put it in the bin. We can't rely on animals to do that for us.
No. So here we have Rambo, a New Zealand fur seal. Now, he's going to say hello to you all now. Now, he has a really unique vocal, so stay quiet so we can hear him.
He always has an angel here. He always has so much to say.
Sure does. Alright, so being a New Zealand fur seal, where would we see someone like Rambo out in the wild?
Well, these guys are obviously found in New Zealand, but they are native to Australia as well. So if you've ever been down around Tasmania or the lower states like Victoria and South Australia, you will see these guys down there as well. Now Rambo is quite confident coming up into the crowd and saying hello. He is very, very jinky. Now you might notice that Rambo is looking very furry.
So how many coats does he have?
He actually has 2 layers of fur. Now he spends a lot of time grooming his fur coat, which is why it looks so nice and sleek. These guys are a little bit like cats. They love grooming, they love sleeping in the sun, they love sleeping inside things like kids' toy slides or different containers. They love curling up. They're like the cats of the ocean.
He's giving his fur a lovely groom there. Now, we know that he grooms well on land, Hannah, so how would we get our animals from point A to point B?
Well, what we can actually do, instead of me yelling out his name Rambo, we've trained them all to respond to a metal sound. So my ring is a metal ring, and then I just tap this part of metal on my pouch here. Now Rambo has learnt to listen to that sound and respond to where that sound is coming from. So you guys will see in just a moment, Kelly will send him and he'll listen. There we go, and he knows that he needs to leave Kelly and head over to me. Now this is a really, really useful way for us to communicate with our animals. Doesn't matter if they're a seal, a pelican, a polar bear, even some of the fish know what the recall sound means. Now Kelly's hiding, so he's really got to listen. Yeah, he can't rely on his eyesight for this one. Straight past Alyssa, she's not talking to you. Nope. Yeah! Good job, Rambo, he found it! So that's a really useful way for us to communicate with the animals. That sound travels a long way, so we can actually ask them from the very back of the stage to the very front of the stage and vice versa.
Wonderful. Now we know that he's at home in the water. Do you think we could ask Rambo if he could show everyone here just how well he can move in the water?
Absolutely. This is one of Rambo's favourite behaviours. Now he is a marine mammal. He's at home on land and in the water. Now the reason why he needs to swim is so he can catch the food that he eats and also get away from predators. So in a moment we'll see just how fast he can swim.
And here he is now. Give it up for Rambo, everyone! Now, is this a natural behaviour, Hannah?
Yes, it is, Alyssa. So him jumping like that is actually allowing him to take a breath as he's travelling a long distance. He's a mammal just like you and I, so he does need to breathe. He can't just swim under the surface forever.
Hannah, it looks like Rambo has found some more rubbish.
He's an overachiever, hey?
He sure is. Now folks, Rambo is showing us just how important it is that we discard all of our rubbish properly, because here at SeaWorld we are passionate about looking after our beautiful marine life. So I'll take this one from Kelly, and we will put this one in the recycling bin along with the soda can. Alright, thanks so much, Rambo. Now he is a bit of a show-off, and he's going to show you all just how strong he really is. Now keep in mind guys, Rambo is weighing 120 kilos at the moment. He is a fully grown male New Zealand fur seal, so that's a pretty impressive feat. Oh yeah, it definitely is. So the bone structure in their flippers, can you explain that to us?
Yeah, he actually has basically a hand in his flipper and feet in his rear flippers as well. Now he does have a lot of upper body strength. He can climb up rocky cliff faces a little bit like this.
And here he is. Give Rambo a wave, everyone.
Hi, Rambo.
Yeah, there it is. It's a beautiful wave. Alright, we're going to see that beautiful swan dive. There it is. Alright folks, let's say goodbye to Rambo and Kelly as they leave our stage. Alright, so Hannah, we've already met a New Zealand fur seal, and an Australian sea lion. Are we going to be seeing any other species today?
Yes, Alyssa, we're going to introduce our audience to the largest species that we have here at SeaWorld. Now, these guys are Californian sea lions. They're found on the west coast of the state, and they can get up to 500 kilos. Now, Boston, our next guest, is about 300 kilos at the moment. So he is a big boy, and here he is now. Give Boston a big welcome, everyone.
Kind of something doesn't look right here though.
You're right, Alyssa. Now, Boston has netting tangled around his neck. Now, this is obviously just a demonstration that we use to show how easy it is for these animals to get entangled in fishing line and netting and gear that we leave behind in the ocean. Isn't that right, Bossy? He doesn't have fingers and hands like I do to help himself remove it, so he needs our help with us not putting it there in the first place.
I think Boston concurs.
Good job, Boston.
Alright, so husbandry is a word that you guys use a lot around here. Can you explain what that is?
Yeah, now husbandry is just a term that we use to describe all of the voluntary medical behaviours that we train the animals. Now right now Jess is showing you a ventral examination, so she can check over his body, look at his belly, the underside of his flippers, notice any new cuts or scrapes that he might have, and he's very comfortable with her having a look. Now we can also train them to voluntarily participate in a blood sample, an ultrasound, having their teeth brushed, all of these things that allow us to make sure while the animals are living here, they're going to be 100% healthy. And we want them to be involved in that.
Yes, of course. You guys work with them so much. I think Boston's trying to get Jess's attention. What did he say, Jess? Oh, he wants to meet someone. Well, who wants to come down and meet Boston? Alright, we're looking for someone really excited to come on down, so raise your hands. Alright, let's have that young man in the black shirt on the end there. Come on down, buddy. What's your name? Pardon? Jackson. Alright, Jackson, I'll get you to follow me and stand next to Jess over here where you can get acquainted with Boston.
Alright, so Jackson's going to learn how to talk to Boston. Now, most of the time we use hand signals, a little bit like sign language. There we go. And Boston can also understand verbal signals. So if we talk to him, he does understand certain words. He definitely understands his name. The way to his heart is absolutely through fish or squid. And he's eating about 10 kilograms every single day.
Alright, here we're going to hear his vocal. No microphone needed there.
He is actually one of our loudest seals, but believe it or not, he's not the loudest one. There are seals louder than Boston.
Yes, sometimes you can hear Julius, one of our other seals, from the very front of our car park. But Boston is definitely one of our most photogenic seals, and you've done a great job, Jackson. Give it up for him, everyone. And Boston thinks you did a wonderful job too. Alright, now folks, something that you don't know about Boston is that he's a bit of a showman, and he and Jess have been working on some pretty funky dance moves in their spare time, and they're going to have a dance off. Do you guys want to see the dance? I can't hear you. Do you guys want to see the dance? Yeah, that sounds so much better. Are you two ready over there? Yeah? Let's hit it. Clap along, everyone. they can't wait to share with you all. Alright boys, take it away. We hope you've enjoyed your time with us here today, but before you leave, please remain in your seats and listen to our show style upon leaving the venue. On behalf of everyone here at Sea Lion Theatre, it's bye for now.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, in the interest of safety,